basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. Oh, 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 I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double-cross me.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. TeeZee was going to be here, and then her computer started effing up. So we made a last-minute decision to let her fix her shit tonight, and so she's not going to be with us. So we'll have a short show tonight, mainly because I was already broadcasting. So, but you know what? I've been gone a couple weeks, and I want to apologize for that up front. Had some life stuff happen. Last week was the big motorcycle rally here in Sturgis. And we had some people call in, so I couldn't get out of it. And a week before that, we had the storms. We had storms. We had like flooding at my place of employment, and we had to fucking, we were too busy bailing shit out. So, anyway, yeah. And then next week I'm gone as well. So figured I better throw on a short show. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I don't want to spend all night doing radio. But yeah, David Cunningham, the 53s are awesome, man. I was a 46 guy. And when they made my intro, they did 53s, but I'm still, dude, 53s are badass. Actually, one of the first things I did when I got to the fleet was work on 53s when they were having swash plate problems. I helped work with that like back in 99. So thanks, Musa. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, turn in 44 tomorrow. So yeah, old as fuck. Old as fuck, boy. But yeah, good news from the VA. They're gonna I'm getting a knee replacement, so that'll be another thing. Hopefully. Sometime between now and Thanksgiving, I'll be having a knee replacement. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Because I think everybody knows, like, this is my bunker behind me. And it's down a flight of stairs. I'm in the corner of my basement. So maybe we'll do an audio only show. Like we used to do back in the day, back like before people like were outed, or they were still in. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but we used to have shows where you just saw like the WTF Nation radio. You used to see something like this, would just be on the screen or like in a picture for me. It'd just be that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll move my computer upstairs and just set up everything but my my camera or something like that. I'm not whatever. Yeah. Hi. I'm glad I'm not CQ. I changed everything, so it should say fucking Smoke Pit tonight, right? I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah, the Smoke Pit, 814. Tight. So, it should all say that. Chat. Just making sure. It doesn't say fucking something about like CQ's bullshit on there, because I changed it to where it said my bullshit. So, you'll love the drugs. I had mine done in 14, and the drugs were awesome. You know, I actually don't do the best with painkillers. If I'm being honest, I don't always do the best, and they make me kind of sick. Did you request outpatient so you can get a sports medicine guy to do your surgery? I don't know. The VA here doesn't do a lot of the stuff on their own. They pimp it out to the local community, and the guy who's done all my knee surgeries is the guy who's gonna do it. And so that's what we got going on. So I know they do a robot. That's a pain you don't want to. I might have to. I've got in South Dakota we call it a green card. So maybe I'll have to do something like that. I've got some little chocolates that help take away the pain now. Maybe that'll help then. I don't know. We'll see. I don't imagine I'll be able to do it completely. I'm not trying to be like, I'm tough. I don't need pain medicine. It's just kind of like, do I want to feel better but throw up, or do I want to be in pain and not throw up? So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I'm more worried about getting up and down these stairs to do the show. And like I said, we may do something. We may do a hybrid show. We might do something a little different. Maybe someone else will pop in and host it. I'm not sure yet. I have to wait a week from Tuesday. I have my console. If you can take the blueberries, are great. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. But Musa, ask about projects. Yes and no. A bacchiotomy, right? Yeah, I got degenerative disc disease diagnosed finally, so that was cool. So now they can give me drugs for that, which I need more drugs. But anyway, projects. I have 3 in the mix that are almost to completion. I hopefully will finish them tomorrow morning. Because Friday morning I'm turning them in. They're having an exhibition at the fair, and they're at IPMS, International Plastic Model Society. God, I'm fucking such a nerd right now. They have judges. They're going to come in and judge our work. So I'm turning in. One I'm going to turn in is I'm turning in a little Merkava tank. I'm going to do a Spitfire, and I was going to do another BF 109, but I'm not sure I have it done in time. So that I might just do 2. But you build a dog feeding station? That's awesome. How's that merch store going? About as good as one would expect. It's still written on my paper of things to do. So we were supposed to have a guest tonight. Guest came down with a really bad ear infection, so that's going to have to be rescheduled. So I mean, see when that's rescheduled. I want to do another. Is anybody else working on some cool projects? Musa just said that dog feeding station looks cool. Anyone else doing some more mental health goodie stuff, building or photos or anything like that? We should do another hobby night. We should do a hobby night. Maybe we'll do that. I wonder, should we do that as a separate show? Because Fridays are open now, and I know that the gaming kids do some stuff, and like CQ and them were doing like a Magic the Gathering night, like a game night kind of thing. Should we do a hobby night show? A hobby show? Cutting branches? Yeah, dude. I fucking know. I need to do that shit so bad. I fucked my back up, and my knee's always been fucked. So I kind of been trying to self-medicate with them little chocolates, little 10 milligram chocolates. That's helped me sleep a little bit. So yeah, yard work is cool. I do. That's one of the things I do love about owning a home is yard work, but it's also one of the things I hate about owning a home is yard work. So, he threw a store in an old Mustang. That sounds cool. We could play online classic Risk. I don't hate that. I don't hate playing Risk or something like that. We could do something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how and this is, we've done other stuff. We've done the Jackbox. We've done other stuff. We've done games on here. The problem lies in there's a delay, right? So when I say something, it takes about 10 to 20 seconds to come to you guys, right? So then if you reply to me, however long it takes you to type your reply or do whatever, then to get back to me, it's another 15, 20 seconds, whatever. So it becomes it gets to be pretty delayed. So I think if we played a game like a Risk or something like that, that we would have issues like in that time space. Unless we had some way to like all log into the same thing. On my little control room thing, like where TeeZee and I get together, I can only host 4. So if we were to do 4 and myself, that'd be 5. I mean, we could do that. It'd be pretty boring for everyone else. Yeah, we could do something on a Discord. You're right, Nathan. We could do something on a Discord or something like that. I wonder how that would work, though. That's something too. Okay. Let me ask this. I'm going to be frank about this. If I started a Discord, would anybody be interested in signing up for that? Honestly, to hang out, like, because we could do a Discord and share our, like, we could have like little, we could. You'll beat Ukraine. Yeah, they're fucking kicking ass right now, dude. They're fucking kicking ass, Harriet. They're fucking, yes. I'm so proud of Ukraine right now. Yeah, but you're right. It's crazy how fast that platform blew up, but have private rooms of vid and or just voice chat. Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if we could do something like that. Have a Discord. And even if we just have like a, without, we could game together. We could do whatever. I honestly don't game much anymore. I don't have time. But we could do some stuff. We could do some sharing. We could do some whatever. I'm kind of down. I'm down for playing with these ideas a little bit. So, Brandy, right? Yeah, no kidding. They're fucking, dude, they're fucking. So Russia went from being the second best army in the world to the second best army in Ukraine to now the second best army in Russia. Dude, they're getting throttled. I'm so proud of Ukraine right now. I'm so happy. I think we should just give them everything. We should give them everything. I'm actually kind of afraid, though, that Russia's going to use this as an opportunity to throw nukes at them, but we won't get into that. We won't get into that. I see, since we talked last, let's see what else. There's some things going on with, like, politics. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. It's a socialization that people need nowadays. It is. It is, and I think that that's one of the reasons I like doing this, because there is a way for, we have a social aspect. Nathan says I don't have time to game, but it's a socialization that people need nowadays, and I think there's something to be said for that. We all we socialize different than we did even a decade ago, and there is so much more. I like this because you can at least see my face. I mean, how many times have you had online interactions, or even some people have online relationships with people on games, and they don't even, I'm not saying they're a romantic relationship, but they've become pretty good friends. Like, my son came back from the army, and he's like, yeah, I got these buddies that are in fucking Arkansas and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, cool. Were they like in the army with you? He was like, no, we play, I don't know, Skyrim or some shit. And I was like, oh, cool, dude, that's cool. And yeah. You too, Raymond. Thanks for coming out, buddy. You have an outstanding night. Anyway, he made these buddies, and he's never even met them, and like actually like calls them. He went and bought a new car today. Was calling his buddies that he plays fucking whatever Skyrim with, and was like, "Hey, what do you think of this car?" Like, you know what I mean? Like that's more than just playing a video game with somebody. So, how was Sturgis? Wet. Sturgis was wet and cold this year. It rained like 4 of the nights, like stormed, like bad. And it was pretty cold. Cold it was highs in like the 60s. And so it was an off year this year. The numbers were down. I think there's a lot of wrecks before the rally. A lot of deaths this year. Yeah, Skyrim is cool. I don't play it. All my kids do though, or my older kids do. So, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, you're right, Nathan. It is kind of a way for people to, and it's all different online communities. A lot of the Discord servers that I'm on are for modeling, for scale modeling. And there's people in there who are like legit buddies that live across the world from each other. And they're like, hey, friend, can you hook me up with this? Da, 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 da. And they're like mailing models to each other and like paints and shit like that. Hey, man, I can't get X, Y, or Z. Can you send it to me? I did that actually for a guy in England. They couldn't get a certain kind of primer. And we have it at my hobby shop. So I bought it and sent it to him. Like shit like that. Like, fuck, it's kind of weird how it's not just your buddy down the street anymore. Not your neighbor coming to borrow a cup of sugar kind of deal. Yeah. Nathan says, after 2 to 3 years, I met up with a buddy I game with like 4 states over. It's crazy how much you know about somebody without actually having to be around them, right? I would say though, and I don't know how you gamed or currently game or whatever, or did when you met that person. The people who I game with a lot are my actual friends in real life, and then we started gaming together. It wasn't the opposite, right? But there are some people that I kind of met up with online when I used to play like World of Tanks a lot and stuff like that. This is years ago. But yeah, you do kind of have some big stuff, some big things that you got to deal with. And you spend a lot of time when you're, especially on some of those games like a Skyrim or whatever, where you're working together as a team. You like actually, talk a lot and probably spend more time with that person online than you do in other people in real life. So you do build some pretty tight bonds with people and hang out. Did you miss the Sergeant Major cop topic? I don't know we're having one tonight. We can have one. I'm not a command sergeant major. Never was. I'm not a governor. It says I used to be one. That was not. Oh dang. God, that's a shitty say. You know what? Here's. I'm gonna say this about the two vice president candidates we have. I think it'll be good to have somebody in the White House and in that inner circle who wore a uniform. I think that there should be more. I think there should be more veterans in the administration on both ends of it. That's what I think. Oh, but all the sergeant majors getting shit canned? What? What? Which all sergeant majors got shit canned? What am I missing? What am I missing, bro? You gotta tell me about this, Sid. CSMs getting fired. Who got fired? Oh, 173rd? That makes sense. 173rd sucks. Did they all get fired? All right. I got it. Okay. 173rd Airborne Senior Enlisted fire over alcohol-related incidents. Loss of trust and confidence. He was fired due to loss of trust and confidence in his leadership. Carson was relieved after a thorough investigation that pertained to alcohol-related incidents. What did he get a DUI? Huh. That's crazy. Well, in all fairness, who's he supposed to call to get a ride? Everyone's supposed to call him. One's command sergeant major put the oral in moral and morale by giving Hummers in the parking lot. Ha! That's a general statement of loss of confidence. Yeah, they always do that shit. Yeah. They do that shit all the fucking time, dude. Yeah, they with loss of confidence. Yeah, okay. What the fuck did he do? You read that from the Army WTF page. Huh. Yeah, I missed it. I fucking missed that one. Dildos were involved too? Holy shit. We're not getting on dildo conversation tonight. Dick's not here. We're not doing dildos. No dildos. But yeah, that's good though. Look, I don't think that all sergeant majors should be fired. I'm not saying that. But I think they should be held accountable. I think if he got a DUI, that he should be treated like any other soldier. That's what I'm going to say about it. If it's E8 and below, they'll put the PT. They'll put the full reason. Absolutely, yeah. If that was his fucking staff sergeant, they'd have named the person he was sleeping with. You know what I mean? He got busted because of adultery. That was a female command sergeant major stationed in D.C. Huh. That's crazy. Sorry, I mean, I thought you didn't have to do that when you became a sergeant major. That's what you did to get sergeant major. And I talk shit like I didn't fucking pick up corporal until Cammy's got knee pads in him. So, 4 command sergeant majors in just last month. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Good for the Army. I'll say that. Good for the Army. We spent, and everybody knows at least one person in a leadership position that got away with some shit that never would have gotten away with if they were a fucking PFC. Period. If that sergeant major was a specialist and got busted for a DUI, he'd be a fucking private like that. And we all know that. The 101st command sergeant major was the first female of the 101st. First female CSM. Ah, damn. Good the Army is clean house. As they should. As they should. And I'm not saying that like everybody's perfect and that sergeant majors are supposed to be perfect. But like I said, if you are going to fuck up as an E5 and you get busted down for that, if you are a buck sergeant and you fuck up, DUI or get caught, in some adulterous bullshit or fucking scamming the fucking army for whatever, right? There's a million ways to get busted down. We all know that. Pop out in a piss test or some shit like that, right? We all know E6s, 7s, 8s, 9s who've gotten away with shit because of their stripes. And I don't think that's right. I think if you are going to hold someone to a standard, you yourself should maintain the standard. Period. And the higher, I feel there should be less recency. I expect a cherry private to do dumb shit. The sergeant major knows better. Absolutely. Now I'm saying, okay, there are things that a PFC should be able to get away with. There are fuck ups that a PFC private, even a specialist, should be able to get away with because they don't know any better. You're right. But there are certain things that everybody fucking knows. Everybody knows you get a DUI, you get fucking busted. Period. And it doesn't matter if you're a fucking sergeant major or a PFC. Look, I've lost some. I'm not going to say that I'm never driven drunk. I'm not going to say that. I'm 43 years old, 44 tomorrow. And there are times in my life where I've driven that I should not have driven. Right? We are human, not robots. You're 100% right, Donnie. You're right. But when you are in that leadership position, people are looking up to you, and you should be able to say, look what I'm doing. Do as I say and as I do. If a PFC gets a DUI, they're finished. Sometimes. Because here's the deal. You don't have that far to fall. 6 months later, you're a PFC again. You know what I mean? And I think like a 19, 20, 21-year-old, when I was 21, there's a couple times that I should have been fucking in jail for DUI. I'm not saying that I condone it, or nor should I have, but I should have been held accountable for that. Yeah, Musa, you're right. I'm dry and I'll drive for you. I haven't drank in so long now. But yeah, you're right, Sid. If a CSM gets a DUI, they get relocated. And that's not right. I think they should be held accountable for that shit. Now, flip side of that, if those are alcohol-related incidences that didn't matter, that wasn't the CSM, I don't think the CSM should get fucking busted because his privates are getting DUIs. I don't think that. Yeah, Donnie, you're right. In the civilian sector, you can get a DUI and no one cares as long as you make it to work. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100% correct. We all know those dudes in the civilian life. If you have spent time as a civilian, if you've gotten out of the military, you know those dudes. You're like, fuck, man. Brother, you got to shower. You got to brush your teeth. I can smell that Jack Daniels across the room, son. Nobody fucking bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye. Oh, fucking, that's the way Donnie is. I don't fucking know. I use because you said that. But I mean, like, yeah, dude, in civilian sector, I know people with like fucking got out of prison for having too many DUIs. Kid me? Yeah, no one bats a fucking eye. They took my license, not my keys. I'm not hold on. Let me play this real quick. You all ready?
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not.
Everything stated on WTF Nation.
Yeah, you remember that. But, yeah, dude, they took our baking soda as your friend, right? 18 years in, E7, 11 active in the reserves now, 100% disappointed in the Army. You know, I am and I'm not. It depends on the day. You know who fucking... I think there are commands, and I think that there are units that are really trying to fix that. I do. And I think that and this is Radar's opinion. Oftentimes heavy drinking like that and that reckless behavior is not just a sign of alcoholism is generally, and then I'm making generalizations, okay? It's usually a sign of something deeper, okay? When somebody has that severe a drinking problem where you get a couple, 3 DUIs and show up to work drunk and are that reckless with your behavior, oftentimes that is a sign of something bigger, some sort of mental health issue. And I think that that's where it should. I'm not saying that everyone should get a DUI. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying as a command, if you have a troop that has a big drinking problem, then maybe you should work with getting him into some sort of alcohol treatment plan instead of just fucking stringing him up. That's just me. Most of the balls in the military have alcohol involved. Most of the events in the military have alcohol. Absolutely. But you can have special events that involve alcohol and provide shuttles or taxis. Almost every event that I went to for the military when I was in both the Marine Corps and the Army, almost every event that we had that involved basically sponsored alcoholism, we were at a hotel and all of us got rooms at that hotel, right? When you had the ball, you'd have a hotel and you'd have it in the fucking deal. You go downstairs to the ballroom or to the fucking event center, have a few drinks, and have your dining out or whatever you were doing, and then you went back up to your room and slept it off. If you didn't, then there was taxis, there was shuttles, there were things, or you have sober buddies. You have someone like a Musa who will come pick you up. You know what I mean? To me, there is no excuse for driving drunk. Like I said, I've done it and I was stupid and I will never do it again. I've lost too many friends and family now to that. And I cannot condone that behavior. There's no excuse. I know in that moment when you're all faded and you're like, man, I'm good. I got my keys. I'm not that fucked up. Sometimes you are. And now, I mean, I remember, and this is back in the late 90s, there's always been taxis, right? But now there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's cell phones. Like, that was a big thing back in the day. You didn't have a fucking phone to call anybody. You walked out of the bar, there'd be fucking taxis up there that would give you a ride, but you didn't have, now you've got cell phones. You can call anybody you need to. You can text people. There's random apps where you can get a hold of people to give your drunk ass a ride home. There's absolutely, the more technology is integrated, there's less and less reasons to get a DUI. Now, like I said, if you have a troop or you are that troop that has that drinking problem, 9 times out of 10, it stems from something deeper. And if you have a problem, an actual legit problem, not just with alcohol, but in your life, you should be able to seek that mental health, right? And get the help that you actually need to be better. I'm glad I had no cell phone back then because my platoon daddy didn't need me on that leash, right? Yes. And we all see that too. We see like how many fucking I'm sorry. Do you really need a group chat with like your like fucking light colonels and shit? And your privates? No, dude, don't fucking, hey, sir, fuck out of here. But, yeah, sick on the 505th at a Coke machine with beer in it. Yeah. Dude, fuck, I went to Okinawa, dude. There was like kinds of shit fucking Coke machines or vending machines. And then there was never any issue fucking getting drunk. I'm not saying there was but I'm just saying that, like, nowadays, you really should be able to find a way home. Donnie says between alcohol-related issues, drug issues, adultery, sharp, and EO issues, and military, there's a lot of issues to fix. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know how to, like, there's no magic wand you can wave. And each unit's different, okay? Units some of them have different ways to get a hold of people, or not different ways. I just read your other one, Tom, but like different problems that they need to address, right? Yeah, screw that, sir. I don't own one. If you want to call me and on a cell, the government can provide it. I'm surprised that they don't. As cheap as it would be, I'm surprised they don't. But I'm kind of glad they don't, because then if you got a naked picture from your fucking girlfriend, they can say you're doing porn, sending porn on a fucking government device and shit, man. I don't know. I don't want any part of that. Had the cops take me home once. I walked out of a bar, saw some cops chilling against the building next door. I told them I was too fucked up to drive or get an Uber, and they took me home. Not a normal thing, but they said it was smart to ask. Yes, smart to ask. I will say this, okay? And hold on. I'm going to flip this. I'll play devil's advocate a little bit. Okay? DUIs are some bullshit. Okay? If you want to say, we are here to make you safe and keep you safe, there should be cops standing outside of every bar giving out free breathalyzers. That's what they should be doing. Not hiding half mile down the road in the fucking dark, wait for you to drive by and then pull you over because you swerved or you have a light out or some shit. You know what I mean? Driving too slow, driving too fast, got too close to the line, fucking whatever fucking excuse they give you. That's some bullshit. You want to keep people safe, you should be right outside the fucking bar with, hey buddy, hey, you okay, man? Here, take. Hey, you're not okay? That's fine, you're right. That's what they should be doing. To protect and serve. Yeah, it's pretty much entrapment, dude. I did that one night. I fucked with some cops one night. So we went to go downtown. It was my buddies and I was sober. I was DD. We were in my fucking pickup. And there were 6 of us, got my pickup. And I saw all these cops like fucking outside the bar, right? And so I dropped my keys and I picked them up and I fucking got my pickup, turned it on, went to drive home. And like about a 2-mile drive back to my buddy's house where we're all staying. 6 fucking cops follow me from the bar to my buddy's house. I turn my blinker on to go into his driveway. They fucking light me up. And they spent about 20 minutes fucking with me, having me do my fucking shit, breathalyzer test, all of it, right? And I haven't been drinking, fucking drop, all night. I'm like, in the meantime, you had all them fucking other drunks. Get the fuck home. You're welcome. Yeah, they should be building safety nets, not traps. Absolutely, Alex. You're 100%. 100%. It's about making money. And I understand that. I understand the government's broke. States are broke. Cities is broke, and they need to make monies. That's how you do it. Keep people safe. I don't know. I really think that like the whole system's fucked. But I really do think there's a lot of people, and like I said, I really believe that the heavy drinkers and the fucking kids who have a lot of drug problems, they got way more than that. And that's just the band-aid they're putting on it. So. But yeah, it's not like, you're right, it's not like the old days where the fucking staff duty would come in, or the MPs would walk in and fucking hook it up. They don't do that shit no more. So. But yeah. I'm just happy. I'm just happy in the fucking world right now. Things are going good. Heads up. The VA is like out of money. If you get a VA compensation claim, if you have VA compensation for whatever reason, okay, and they send you a letter, if they send you a letter that you need to have a follow-up appointment, go to your appointment. If they send you a letter saying they need to verify your dependents, fill it out, send it back, verify your dependents. Okay? If you are being compensated from the VA for an issue, we'll say high blood pressure. Okay? Say you get blood pressure medication from the VA, and the VA pays you for your hypertension. Take your medicine. Or if you don't take it, just fucking get it refilled so it looks like you're taking it. The VA is looking for reasons to yank people's shit. Okay? I think it's bullshit. I got a fucking letter a couple months ago trying to get me to update or to verify my previous kids. I'm like, they're my fucking biological kids, dude. Where do you think they went? Where the fuck do you think they went? You know what I mean? Like, they're not biologically mine anymore. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, go to the doctors too. Keep a treatment history. Absolutely. Don't get your percentage and then quit. 100%. Now, there are things, okay, like sleep apnea. Okay, you get your fucking machine. Get your fucking shit. It's free. You know what I mean? It's fucking free, dude. Use your shit. And that's the whole point. Like, don't just get your shit and be like, okay, now I'm going to get fucking paid. Okay, we're going to get into that. All right, Donnie, we'll get into that for a second. We gave $60 billion to Ukraine. How much money? How much money did we give Ukraine? Of that $60 billion, we gave them like almost zero of it in money. We gave it to them in 155 rounds. We gave it to them in fucking Bradleys and 113s and old Humvees and all that shit. That's what we gave them. And then in turn, they're buying us new shit. And they're buying us new shit like they were going to fucking buy us anyway. Instead of fucking, now that shit's going to kill Russians. Bye, see ya. That's how much fucking money we gave them. We didn't give them fucking shit for money. We're giving them shit to kill Russians. And as far as I'm concerned, we give them fucking more. I absolutely believe that we should be supporting Ukraine to fucking kill Russians. 100%. So that way, we're not over there fucking doing it. Period. Veterans should be a priority. Absolutely. I think veterans should be a priority. 100%. But we're going to spend that $60 billion that we gave to Ukraine was going to go to the U.S. Army or the fucking U.S. military anyway. And now it's just getting diverted a little bit. Now we're just sending them fucking old-ass rockets that we can't shoot anymore. We're sending them old HIMARS fucking rockets that we couldn't shoot. Or we're sending them fucking ATACMs that were fucking shelf life's going to be. So why not? Yeah, the rest can suck my asshole too, Sports Bar. What's up, buddy? So, but yeah, get your fucking shit. If the VA sends you some shit, fucking get it. Fuck them Russians. But fuck the VA too. Make sure you're fucking locking your shit down. Because here's the deal, and I'm going to take the VA side on this a little bit. If you're just loading up your fucking claim, oh, I got migraines, oh, my back hurts, oh, I got sleep apnea, and they give me 100%, and then you fucking don't have that shit, just saying, should you be getting it? Army already changed retirement to 40%. Now we have VA changes. Yeah, the fucking VA, dude, they're shysters, dude. And it's an election year, and these motherfuckers be like, oh, we ought to fucking blah, 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 blah. No, motherfucker. Ooh, who has a bigger body count, the VA or the Ukrainian military? That's a good question. I'm going to say Hillary Clinton. Dang. Yeah, we do. You're right, Musa, we do. And we do have a ton of waste all through the government. All through the government is a ton of waste. All the way through. Whether it be the military, whether it be the fucking Department of Homeland Security, whether it be the fucking FBI or the Secret Service, there is so much fraud, waste, and abuse in the government. 100%. VA too. They're trying to give some of them fucks fucking performance bonuses while they're boning fucking vets and not giving them their shit. Hey, we're gonna give this guy extra fucking $100,000 bonus. Why, motherfucker? That's like 3 or 4 vets or shit. Heard of people getting 100% disability out of basic training. What? The fuck is that? Who got 100% out of basic training? That's crazy. Did they get hurt at basic, though? Because, come on, dude. Well, first off, you can't get anything when you're still in. It must have got fucking phased out somehow. All that IRS funding could do wonders for the VA. Fuck yes, it could. Fuck yes, it could. And, okay, hold on a second, too. There's like 3 sides to the VA. The VA is like a 3-headed monster, right? And there's 2 that you really need to worry about. One, you need to worry about, your family needs to worry about when you're dead. There's there's healthcare, and then there's benefits. There's the VHA, VBA, and then there's cemeteries. You don't gotta worry about cemeteries until you're fucking dead. Who the fuck is PTSD at basic training? Motherfucker, I'll go push you out of a helicopter or some shit. I got a letter today from the VA that my PCM left. This is 4th I've had in 2 years. Yes! Dude, my last 2, I haven't been in like 4 years. I haven't been, you go once a year. I've had 4 different docs in 4 fucking years. 4 docs, 4 years. That's crazy. And 2 of them ain't even fucking been here. 2 of them have been in like other states and like over television. I was like on Skype with them and shit. And Joe Sargent yelled at me though, oh my God. Yeah, well, I guess it's probably worse than fucking getting shot at. Friends I know deployed. I'm going to say this though, Donnie. Friends you know have deployed multiple times 50% or less. Same. I know people who deploy multiple times that have 0%. But I think, too, there was a different attitude towards it. One, I think that it was kind of frowned upon to like go get help for things, all different kinds of things. But 2, I think a big one was it was kind of stressed on us that the VA didn't have a lot, and if you took it, then no one else got it. And that's not true. If you do get 100%, if you rate 100%, that's not going to stop me from getting 100%. It's not going to stop Donnie from getting 100%. Right? But you have to safeguard that 100. If you are fucked up enough to have enough things to get to 100%, you get 100% right off for mental health. It's tough to get 100% just for mental health. It's tough. Like, you got to be fucking, like, committed and shit. Right? You got to be fucked up to get 100% for mental health. But if you have those things enough to make you get 100%, you gotta take your fucking meds. You gotta at least flush them down the fucking toilet and order more. You gotta go to your appointments. You gotta get, because part of it is making you better. It's free, dude. Go to the fucking VA. Go to your fucking appointments. That's part of the reason people can't get fucking appointments is, oh, well, we made so-and-so an appointment and he didn't fucking show up. You should really rate that 100%. I think there's a lot of people that rate 100% that don't get it. Now, I'm going to say this. And this is me. And I was on the calculator the other day because I'm going to get a knee replacement. And they give you get a temporary 100% when you get a knee replacement, right? But after that, they reevaluate to 30 or 60. Okay? If I get 60% for my knee replacement, I'm going to be at 94% combined. I'll be fucking furious if I'm at 94% combined. I'll fucking find something if I'm at 94%. I'm like, I will fall down the stairs and like hurt my back enough to get 100%. If I'm at 94, fuck that. They can be free, but some are paid. Yeah. You know what? I really feel like you need to, if you don't show up to you're fucking your buddy that needed that appointment. Absolutely. If you lose a limb downrange, you'll automatically get 100%. That's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 1%, dude. If I'm at fucking 94, I'll be fucking pissed. I'll be livid. I'll find something. I'd volunteer to go to the psych ward. I might see if I can get my fucking 50% PTSD bumped to 70. Good call, sports bar. Good job, buddy. The VA near me sends people like an hour away. They should make it easy for vets to show up for appointments. Yes, and I think they're doing more. Here at my local VA, and I know every VA is different, and your experience with the VA will differ 100%. I'm not even saying the VA. I'm saying my VA, my local VA, has really gotten good at doing care in the community. If they are not, even for things like physical therapy, okay? I live about a half hour from my local VA. And they're like, hey, for your knee surgery and physical therapy, do you want to do it here? Or do you want to do it at the place right down the street from your house? We'll do it either way, whatever one you want. Perfect. I had some GI problems and they needed to get me in to see a specialist. They're like, well, our specialist, a guy comes in from Denver once every 3 months for a week. So you can wait 3 months or we can get you out in town right now. Who do you want to go see? I said, all right. Let's go out in town. And they did. And there's other things too, like other things that they're like, hey, we can't get you. I want to see. I had to do a cardiologist thing, and so I couldn't fucking get in. So they sent me which is fine. I'm totally down with care in the community, and this is my VA is getting really good at that. Tom says he's a stage 5 kidney disease. Thankfully, the VA sends me out to community. Yes. Major cities are easier to get care. I'm curious with that. I'm curious with that because sometimes those larger VAs are more hesitant to send people out. You know what I mean? Like, I know that my VA only has one orthopedic surgeon, and he doesn't deal with knees, right? So he wants to send me out in town. Well, if there was 4 orthopedic surgeons there, would they make me wait for the one guy? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to, I don't know, like, and this is where I throw the disclaimer in there, everybody's VA is different. And I think it's up to the regional director and the hospital director as to what they send out and don't. And I understand that because they know the facility better than I do. Fucking Radar doesn't know what the Fort Worth VA hospital has to offer. So, but, there's a question. Where'd it go? Donnie says, if you medically retire less than 20 years, do you get 100% disability and retirement? Ish. It depends on what your retirement is. They will offset it. So I'm medically retired. We'll go for me. I am 60% from the Army, and I was medically retired. And I was wounded in Iraq, so I get what's called CRSC, Combat-Related Special Compensation. That's what I get. Okay? So I'm at 90% disabled from the VA. So that is more than my retirement. Okay? So I don't get anything in my retirement. If I was 40% disabled from the VA, I would get that VA chunk and my retirement chunk, but not, it would be the same. It'd be the amount equal to your retirement, if that makes any sense. So say your retirement as an E6 is $2,100 a month. Okay? And your VA compensation is $1,400 a month. Okay? So you get $1,400 from the VA, and then you get the $700, whatever it is, to make it the $2,100 that you'd get total. And that's what you get from the Army. So you still get the same amount of money, but you don't get both. So if you get more, if you get $2,200 from the VA and $2,100 in your retirement, you get nothing from the Army, right? If you were wounded in a tax-free zone and you have a combat action badge, Purple Heart, CIB, CMB, some shit like that, then you can apply for combat-related special compensation. They give you a portion of it back, but not all of it. So my VA money is more than my retirement at 90%. So I just get VA money and I get CRSC, and my CRSC is like $900 a month, give or take. So that's the way they do that. Now, if you were not related, if you did not get injured in combat, yeah, sports bar, yeah, hit me up. Do you know my shit? Hold on, let me send you my shit. Copy link. I'm just gonna put it in ops, dude. Look it up, because you can explain this better than I can. I just put that in ops. Well, at least the VA money will outlive retirement. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, you don't get both one offsets. Yep, exactly. It is an offset. And so that's kind of like how they do that. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with it or not. I think it's dumb. I think especially if you were injured in combat, I think you should get something like that. Because I'm not the only one, dude. And there's a handful of people that they had a thing. If you're over 20, you can do both. Some of it. And I'm not sure. There are different rules. Coach is going to come on in a minute. He's like a subject matter expert in this stuff. And he will help with that. What'd you say, Harriet? I can't see. There he is. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put you live in the thing. Hold on. All right, you're live, buddy.
Awesome,
Everyone can hear you now.
All right, awesome, man. You're on my. I'm actually calling you on my cell phone. I'm in the middle of a drive-through line. I'm trying to get some dinner.
All right.
No, man. Hey, so, all right. This is dealing with me as well with that CRSC, but I also want to bring up something regarding the bill that is currently right now supposed to be in the Defense Appropriations Act, and it's up to the Senate to add it. So this would be something that we would have to contact our senators not our representatives about. So first, with the CRSC, that CRSC for the medical and everything that you have regarding it, the percentage that it's based off of, though, has to be based on the actual freaking injury to be put in for this. So let me give you this part right here.
Okay.
I, on the Army side, am rated at like 85 or some crap ridiculous percent on my actual retirement percentage. I was 70 at something. I was 10 plus a bilateral. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm capped at 75% from the Army. Now, out of those two medically disqualifying conditions that I had, one of them was in combat, the other one wasn't.
Right.
My CRSC was dropped to the 70% as they connected the PTSD for it.
Right.
So it had to be some type of injury for somebody who had medically retired, and that was the cause of the reason. If they can move that to combat, then they can get it. But if they can't get it for combat, then that's an issue. Now, the thing is that when you hit 20, and there's a lot of people saying you get CRSC and CRDP, when you hit 20, you get a thing called CRDP, which at this point, if you hit 20 years, you not only pick up your federal or 20-year retirement from whatever branch it is, but concurrently, you can draw your VA pension at whatever percentage they have you as.
Right.
So if you're 100%, you get everything from there. Now, medically retired personnel like you and I, and that are getting the CRSC, this bill called the Major Richard Starr Act, is something that we really kind of need to pay attention to.
Right.
Essentially, for people like us, and I believe there's about 80 or so thousand medically retired veterans that are out right now, and we are getting the CRSC and we are getting just the VA. That bill is slated to make our medical retirement the same type of retirement, in the same sense that, hey, if we hit this retirement year in 20, which most of us would have, depending on how long it is and the determination, but we were denied to do that. So we were denied our chance to get these things. It's kind of a way to right a wrong, but I can understand the reasoning behind that, because the person who was medically retired, he was around the same time that I was. And if he had stayed out another 2 more years, he would have picked up the retirement and he would have picked up the same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately, he was medically retired, or Major Richard Starr was. And on top of that, too, he passed away. So this Starr is kind of a posthumous act for him. Mm-hmm. But his whole thing was he was not able to draw both of those retirements because he hit the medical retirement, and the CRSC was not affecting anything because he actually got a low percentage on his CRSC.
Right.
So with everything else that went through it, he wasn't able to provide for his family, and he felt like, he was not due the correct compensation. So the Major Richard Starr Act is here, and it's been in Congress. I want to say the first I heard about it was in 2018, and it has been stuck in committees left and right. Every veteran organization has pushed for it. Now, I will say the PACT Act was a hell of a lot bigger, and the Women's Acts and the other things that have been on there took a bigger of a precedence than the Major Richard Starr Act. Right. But this is the big bill that is left on the table, and it has been sitting in Congress for 6 years. So for the listening audience, if you all are out there, and every veteran you can think of, get on the horn, call up your buddies, whatever. If you're a veteran retiree, call your daggone senator. Don't call freaking the White House line or blah, 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 blah. Call up your senator and tell them, hey, add the Major Richard Starr Act into the Senate Defense Appropriation Act, or their funding bill for the year.
Is it already through the House?
The House did not include it in their version of the bill. It went up for committee, and then a non-government agency, I wish I'm kidding, the fucking GAO put their bureaucratic bullshit into it and fucked that part up. So because of GAO shit, and I kid you not, this is how you play dirty politics. Because of the GAO shit, it was voted out of it on a 4-9 margin. And the 4 that voted for it were the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And the 9 that voted against it were the Republicans.
Yes.
The Republicans were the ones who introduced the bill, but because of the GAO added into it, they did not add this bill into it. The Senate version of the Major Richard Starr Act does not have the GAO accountability into it, and they can include it into their bill without it going in as an amendment. And it wouldn't go back down to Congress for anything, because at that point, it's going to be like, we need to get it to fucking Sniffin' Joe's hands and sign this bill before, Kamala completely, bankrupts the entire country.
Right.
Or, Trump sells off the fucking White House to China. One of those places.
Georgia asked, would it only apply if you have CRSC, or would you have to have a certain amount of years? Like, how is that kind of written?
Okay, if you were medically retired, and the threshold for medical retirement is 30%. So
yes.
If you got, and I think what everybody else ended up getting, that separation pay, which that fucked everything up, and that's an entirely different thing. I won't even talk about that. But that being said, if you are getting medically retired and you're not getting CRSC, well, you need to go do that now. There are several veteran service organizations and veteran nonprofits, especially ones that advertise on Fox News, CNN, and have Trace Atkins that tell you that for $19 a month, you can support your wounded veterans. Great organization too. But you go to one of them and talk to them about filling in your CRSC.
Right.
I'm not at my computer right now, but I could drop you a link to a place that does federal stuff and does that for free at a pro bono rate.
And the your county VSO and all them too, and like VFW and any veteran service officer should be able to help you with that.
Yes.
Now, but just to clarify, CRSC is not just if you have a Purple Heart or a combat action badge or CIB. If you go to basic training and jump school, your fucking shoot malfunctions and you break your back and get medically retired, then you still get CRSC, correct?
Not a problem, ma'am. No, you will not get CRSC.
Okay.
What you will end up getting at that point is just straight VA. So the CRSC was brought in because at the time that it was introduced, everybody was getting medically retired because of combat injuries occurred in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
So when that occurred, that's when the CRSC was here. Here, hold on one second. I think they're about to take my order.
All right, then.
No. I'll just put you on hold, man. If you want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I can kind of keep going. So
mute me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just mute you. So anyway, So Coach he's a subject matter expert in this stuff. So I please keep asking questions in the chats, and I'll keep relaying them to him. But because I'm not 100% sure on this stuff either when it comes to the medical retirement and Coach Tom says grab him a large fry too while you're at it, buddy. But anyway, it's there are people, okay. There are people in Washington who do actually want to help veterans, okay? And there are people who don't. And there are people who only want us these years. It's an election year. Better fucking suck up to the vets. Broke my back jumping in 2019. No medical retirement or CRSC. Still a guard bum and still jumping. But yeah, that's not a thing for people. Yeah, I don't know. When he gets back, we'll act this up a little bit. White House Veterans Helpline was helpful for me years ago while I was fighting my claim. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna ask. We'll ask on that too because I might have to call that because I might have some problems with my claims. So, yeah, you're still muted.
All right,
I'll pull you off. You're off now. You're off.
Okay, all right. Not a problem. So what was that question again?
Okay, the first.
Not the guy who jumped and got injured. What was that other one?
What about the White House Veterans Helpline?
Oh, look, the White House Veterans Hotline is kind of a golden ticket for almost anything on government. So, I mean, use it in the same manner that you would the CG's open door policy, but of course, it's open for everybody.
Right.
They have their hand on everything, you know, and if not, they'll get their tentacles out there on everybody to help out.
Right. But so just to clarify, though, okay, so we'll go back to broken back scenario. So guy breaks his back, gets medically retired without a CIB, CAB, anything like that, without any sort of combat time, then they will
not eligible at all for CRSC.
And so would not be eligible for Richard Starr Act.
No, will not be eligible for the well, that's the word. No. I take that back. That is going to be ones that are going to be happening on there. Yeah, they will get their medical. They will get the retirement. Now, think about this, though, in this sense.
Okay.
You are getting a private out of basic training who has been in for 1 year, maybe an E1, E2, whatever.
Right.
And they're getting 100% of that pay. So they're getting $1,200 a month.
Right.
Let's compare that to a sergeant first class that I retired at that I was getting $3,500 a month and I'm getting 75%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making 3 times more than that person is anyway, or 25% or 50 or whatever the hell, 2.5 times more than they are.
Right.
So even if that person from basic training is getting out from there, I've got no problem with that. If they get it, and I believe the wording is that it's all medical retirees. So even in that situation, I'm okay with them getting $1,200.
Right.
Because if I'm not complaining right now about other people to have children or whatever, you know, right-wing thing somebody wants to use as a talking point, if I'm not getting mad at them getting free money, I shouldn't be getting mad at somebody who got injured in basic training and is 100% medically retired out of AIT or something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I got to go on hold. I think they're ready for my order.
All right, cool. So Austin, the White House Vets Hotline, I don't think that was a VSO thing. That was a direct line. Basically, they had staffers there to do that. A veteran service organization would be something like, well, every county should have a veteran service officer that will help you with your claims, okay? And they should be at like your whatever county seat you have, be at the courthouse. Now, so also you have like the VFW, the American Legion, you'll have the DAV. The DAV is really big on helping with claims and as a veteran service organization. So that is a big one. That if you can get in with one of them, they should be able to help you file the claim or get on your thing. You can technically you can get on the VA website and file your own claim, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get proper fucked. So make sure that use those people. Like everyone gives the county VSO shit. A lot of them know their stuff, and almost every in South Dakota, in my state, you have to be a veteran to be a VSO, and most states have that as a caveat. You have to be a veteran to be a VSO. Not saying they're all good, not saying they're all great, not saying that they don't, some suck, but give them a chance. And chances are you have avenues that you can go to see a VSO, and that will help with that. All are good, some are better than others, and some are busy with large caseload. Absolutely. Honestly, though, the ones that I know, because I know several VSOs personally, and if they're too busy, they will pass you on to somebody else, and they will say this. Yeah, you can be.
Yeah.
You are now.
Yeah,
you're good now, buddy.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Yeah, my food is apparently up there. I had to go to Burger King, man. I'm starving.
Gross.
My son actually had a move-in day today for his college. His official move-in day is Friday, but he got his keys today.
Yeah.
And my mother-in-law had to go up to get a stent put in today, but apparently her heart's okay. There's no blockage or anything like that, and everything went well. So they're eating right now and on the way back, and they sure as hell didn't get me anything, bastards.
Austin says he wants a Bacon King.
Nah, dude, I got the rodeo cheeseburger, man. You know, I
Fucking good,
love those things when they came out with Toy Story back in like '97, and that's been my favorite freaking burger that Burger King's have made since. You know, the ones at the ones on base were always the shit too, because you know that they never screwed around with they never cooked those damn onion rings, so you always ended up getting a fresh onion ring on there, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And actually, I'll be in the same position next week at this time, taking my kid to college. So.
Oh yeah, man. It's, you know, and I'll say this, dude. It's kind of bittersweet. This is my last one. You know, he graduated high school and now in college and doing other things. You know, and getting all this stuff ready and all that. And I'll tell you, man, my wife's had a little bit of a hard time, but I've been cool with it. I think I might lose it on Friday when, you know, I drop him off and he don't come back home, you know?
Right. Especially the last
All
one.
right, man. Now we're turning this into a real fucking smoke pit, aren't we?
Yep.
Just bullshitting about stuff.
I'm telling you, dude. That's why I don't have a fucking script, dude. That's why I do not have a script.
Hey, did any other comments come in about?
There was a question about VSOs.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Tom gave this one, and DAV, Marine Corps League, Legion, AMVETS, VFW. I told him the county VSOs. I told him DAV is pretty good.
Yeah. Now, yeah, and the county office, it all depends on the counties too. I mean, some of them have their own veteran office. The vet center, which isn't a VA entity, but it's essentially run by the VA. They will also have people that will help you assist in that. Usually they have a vet center in the same town a VA is in. So, you know, you might want to see one of them from there. Your obvious nonprofits for the veterans that you have from that. I would say, though, that there is something you want to ensure about. Number one, all right, for every person that is filing that's out there, and I hope that, you know, if there's at least one or two of y'all out there, kind of heed this. Do not hire a law firm to file your claim. And I am explaining it to you in this sense, because there is currently a bill right now that will eliminate this, but there is no regulation on how much a law office can charge percentage wise and take from your disability payments for an indefinite time period. There is somebody who I have found out through reading through Reddit's veterans benefits subreddit. Real nice, actually pretty good questions there. Somebody went to a place and for 10 years was giving them 20% of his 100% disability. So what is that now? Almost $4,000. He was giving it almost 10 years, somewhere in the range of $600 to $800 to a law firm for them filing his percentage. That's way too freaking much money, especially when there are places that do it for free.
Right.
Don't be fooled by, oh, he's a lawyer, he must be good. No, the lawyers are after the damn money.
Yep.
The veteran service officers that are actually trained as national service officers, and that's what you want to ensure that you have, is a national service officer or somebody who has been a national service officer trained and certified. They go through a course, go through the entire ins and outs of how to prepare the files, what they can do to advocate, but most importantly, to try to find the areas where the jargon needs to hit these specific words. Like, here's a great one. There is a difference between a inpatient and a outpatient. Easy one. Inpatient and outpatient mental health. Outpatient mental health, 50%. Inpatient for any period of time, 70%. And that's any percentage over the past 5 years of an inpatient will bring it up to 70%. And pray they don't reevaluate you. That said, that's how you get those certain things, and that's what the national service officers do to go through those types of training. They find out what is inside that magic book of the VA, and they get briefed up on it, just like, the tax NCO used to do on base.
Yep.
Yep.
And like and a good VSO is worth their weight in gold, man. Honestly, because they can get those. They can get those. Get you the right statements and I'm not gonna say to lie to like your CMP examiner, but the things to say and the things not to say. Like, do you guys know anyone that has got money back from the 3M earplugs? No, I don't know. It's a real. I mean, they say that, but I'm not hold my breath. Donnie said something about, are they reducing sleep apnea? Yes. Did you get a date on that? Is that next, like April? Is that what was put out? Do you know, Coach? Coach, is he gone? I believe it's April that they're doing that. Let me look. But they are going to reduce it to, and if you already, okay, hold on. If you are already rated for sleep apnea, okay, if you are already rated for sleep apnea, so you got 50% because if you have your CPAP machine and you're already rated for sleep apnea, they will not reevaluate.
You're talking about the
sleep apnea
now?
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Is it? What's the change date on? Is it April? I believe it was April, wasn't it?
I do believe it was April. I want to say, like, I know something. I've either heard April 1st or it was October 1st, but yeah, those that were already grandfathered in at the 50% are not going to get it. Are not going to get it reduced. It doesn't get done unless there's a re-evaluation done. And that, like I said, let me throw this gamble in here to you, okay? For this whole thing for the PACT Act, you go through the reevaluation and you say, hey, I want this stuff added on for my PACT Act, or, through that. And they open up the reevaluation for whatever diagnosis you have. Mm-hmm. If they say, yeah, you got that, and we're going to give you 20% of that, but hey, the sleep apnea, now you're back at 50, you're not going to get grandfathered in on that.
Right.
You open yourself up for reevaluation. That's for every fucking thing that you have.
Right.
Because the goal is to make you better, not 100% for the rest of your life.
Yes.
To pay you for the disability.
Right.
So the hamming it up and everything like that, when it comes down to what you do and how bad you're hurt, hey, I'm all for it, man. You ham it up as much as you want, because this government's going to pay you for it, and you better do it to get it the best way for it. I always advocate for everybody to get absolutely everything you can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
but the change. Here's the new rating on it. And I believe it's April that they're going to change it. April of next year. It'll be 0% asymptomatic with or without treatment. 10% sleep apnea diagnosis with incomplete relief, even with treatment like CPAP, and 50% sleep apnea diagnosis with ineffective treatment or with the inability to use treatment due to other conditions without end organ damage. So if you have something like, I don't know,
I got one.
PTSD, honestly, you could probably get away with it. I have PTSD, so I can't wear my mask. It freaks me out.
No, dude, that's exactly what it was, man. I've known plenty of people that during the time that, when we started doing all this shit with COVID and the masks and everything, they said they can't do it because they can't put a mask on. And it's the same thing with the people with the with the CPAP. Now, if they give them that mouth insert or, do that other thing to them, then that's a different story. But yeah, if you can't do that and you can't wear a CPAP, there's your 50% now.
Yep. So there is going to be in ways around it. I just, like you said, dude, when you start, I'm not going to say exaggerating is fine, but when you start flat lying to them, they're going to find out. They usually do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you have to, when you go into the fucking VA and they're like, hey, how's things going? And you're like, oh, things are great. How's the CPAP going? It's going fucking awesome, dude. I fucking love it. And then 2 years later, like, I can't wear my mask because it fucks with my PTSD. They fucking have it on record, dude. They can look back at your fucking records and they write like everything down. And they say, here's the deal. They say the VBA and the VHA are two different entities. They don't talk to each other. They fucking talk to each other. The VBA can see all of your medical records. Yep.
They have the same database and they have the same system. So,
yep.
I mean.
And all they got to do is Control F, sleep apnea. Control F, CPAP machine.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll fucking find it in there. It's not hard. So don't fucking get caught lying, because then you're going to get fucked. And they will take everything away.
I got a good story. I got a good story about bullshit from the VA that I wish I'm joking has really, it's in my records and I am pissed about this. All right. In about, I want to say maybe it was about 2018 or 2019. it was 2019. I was having a terrible pain in my shoulder. And most of the time, I would go up to Womack or something like that, and they give me a tramadol shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go in to the VA clinic first after all my stuff is kind of messed up because, hey, it's the VA. I should start there instead of starting at that. And I go in and the guy tells me, well, you need to start stretching. That's all you really need to do. And I'm going to give you a Tylenol right now. He hands me a fucking bottle of, hands me like 2 Tylenol and water and tells me to stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, Doc, can I get like a Toradol shot or a Tramadol shot or something like that just so that I can, actually work instead of just taking 2 Tylenol? Well, it's not this, it's on that. I'm like, look, sir, I understand this. I need something for this pain so I can get going on working. Can you please give me something? I'll see what I can do. This motherfucker, in the interim of what he can see he can do, I guess, must have gone into my freaking system and put on there that I was seeking fucking drugs
mm-hmm.
for a shoulder pain. And in my file, it says that I am a drug seeker.
Yep.
Yeah. From one fucking thing, from one douchebag motherfucker in a clinic.
Yep.
Saying that I am now a drug seeker because I wanted a shot in my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for opiates, motherfucker. I want a shot in my shoulder because it hurts. I want the same shot you've given me before.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Oh, I actually went in there one time, and I kid you not, I actually got fucking morphine for a fucking backache.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And now you're going to give me shit and call me a drug seeker because I'm asking for a Tramadol shot,
I tell you,
what the fuck?
I tell you what's fucking flat pissed me off the last couple, it was about 6 months ago. It was about a year and a half ago now, I guess. I get a letter in the mail. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it says, we need to verify your dependents. Okay. So
yeah.
And it says on the bottom, sign this saying my dependency hasn't changed. And put it in the self-fucking address stamped envelope that they send with it, right?
Yeah.
So I fucking check the mark, sign the fucking thing, fold it up, put it in the fucking envelope, and mail it the fuck back. Okay? I don't think nothing of it,
yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I get this fucking letter in the mail, so they're going to fucking ding my retirement because now I don't have any dependents. And they overpaid me. I have an overpayment for like $18,000. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, motherfucker. So they took, at the time, okay, at the time I was sitting at 60%. So it didn't really matter to me whether I had my dependents listed or not, right? Because CRSC and everything, I was going to get paid the exact same fucking money. So I hadn't claimed my wife or my 4 stepkids or my last daughter that was born. So I needed to have 5 dependents. They took 2, right?
Yeah.
So I went and I was like, all right, cool. So I went to talk to the VA. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this? So like, first we need to appeal it. And they're like, well, you can't appeal it because it's a fucking rating decision. You can't appeal that, whatever. Da, 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 da. I was like, all right, fine. They're like, you need to re-add your dependents. So, okay. So I write down my fucking, my 3 biological children.
Yeah.
Okay. That are under 18. I didn't do my fucking son who was 21 at the time.
Yeah.
And my 4 fucking stepkids and my current wife. Okay. Mm-hmm. Send all that shit up. That was 2 fucking years ago. Okay.
Shit.
I get a letter, and I'm going through it right the fuck now, the beginning of this month. So what they did at first was they approved my wife and none of my kids. They're like, well, you need to turn in this paperwork. You didn't do this form right. Oh, they updated one of the fucking forms. It used to be this. It was the update of like 2023 instead of 22 or whatever the one I had. So I had to refill out their college forms and their over 18 forms and all that shit. So now I get a fucking letter, or I get a thing, because now I'm watching it on my VA, right? My VA home or whatever.
Yeah.
They want to remove my wife because my first wife that I divorced in 2003. They don't have her social security card on file. I'm like, that bitch is dead. So I had to pull up her fucking death certificate and refill out all the fucking forms again and turn in all the marriage certificates and divorce decrees and birth certificates and social security cards and all this shit again for the 4th time since this process has started. And then it goes up and then they say, oh, well, this is wrong. We have to, and they just fucking do everything.
Yeah.
So instead, it's costing me having 7 dependents, dude. That's like that's like $1,200 a month difference. And now they're pulling fucking $800 a month out for my fucking back pay for the shit that I shouldn't even have got fucking in the first fucking place. It's fucking ridiculous. And they're still like, oh, you owe us like 17 grand now. Fuck you. Fuck you.
No.
So yeah, I'm so fucking pissed about that, dude. And I'm just like, okay, fine. Well, I'll go do it again. And I go talk to, because I used to work in the county with the VSO over there. So I come up, hey, Sean, more fucking shit. He's like, yeah, dude, I saw. So I come in and I fucking upload it all again.
Hey, Radar, you want to play a good thing for a good reply you can give back to the VA and also make a little bit decent on this, something pretty cool for the show?
What's that?
You can do the share screen, right?
Yeah, I can share a screen.
You know how to do that?
Yeah, I know how to.
Do me a favor. Open up a tab and go to Google Translate. English to French. That's what we're looking for. So go to Google Translate.
Okay. Hold on. Let me hold on. I gotta get this. Let me get a scene. Maybe I know how to do it.
Oh, wait a minute. You're on OBS.
I'm on OBS. Yeah. I can
damn
do it.
Okay, you're not doing it. You're not doing it like King does. Like he shares that little button down there on the bottom.
No. I can figure out. I don't remember. It's display capture, game capture. I gotta do is a game capture. No, that's not.
Where the hell CQ when we need him?
Right.
Fucking OBS master.
Whatever. I know there's a way to do
anyway,
it.
Anyway, for anybody that wants to know what to do, go into Google Translate. And from English to French, I want you to put these exact words and spell it out. 50, 10, Hull, Hull, and translate that into French. And then press play if you'd like to hear the computer say it, because that would be my reply to the VA regarding everything. And if there's anybody who's doing it in the audience right now, it would be awesome. Just tell me what it says when you guys get into the audience. This way, when Radar gets it, he might laugh his balls off.
English to French?
Yes, English to French.
Oh, I see it.
Exactly. Hey, press that little play button and see if we got the audio on it. It'll definitely play it. It'll be funny.
I don't know if I can. Hold on, let me turn. It should be able to play it.
All right, let's hear it.
Maybe.
Nah, didn't
play.
Didn't hear anything. Nah, I didn't hear anything. I just found that shit out today.
Did that work?
50
no,
disques.
Didn't hear it, man.
50 disques.
Unless they heard it.
50 disques.
But yeah, freaking Anyway, yeah, the VA, fuck them. Yeah, I feel like that Canadian. What was that Canadian paratrooper that did the jump and freaking took the Budweiser out?
Oh, they can hear it. They can hear it. We just can't hear it.
Oh, good. They can hear it. All right, great. Yeah, exactly. That's what the VA can say. But you remember back in the God, I guess it must have been about 10 or so years ago, or 5 or so years ago, that Canadian paratrooper came, like jumped out of the airplane, chute opens, he grabs a beer with his camera, looks at the camera and says the government, and then just downs the beer. That's how I feel right now regarding the VA.
Right.
I should do that. I should just every paratrooper should just get a beer out there and freaking open it up on top of Sicily, drop some, and just look at it and say, the VA, shake their head and take a drink.
Right. Oh, and I don't know. It's just frustrating because you just fight them. It feels like you're going to battle every time you fucking gotta call the VA, and it just gets old. But all right, man. Hey, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's like 7:30. I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna call it a night. I got some birthday celebration to do. So, but hey, I do appreciate your help tonight, though, Coach. I really do appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on. He just went away. Anyway. Well, all right. Where'd he go? He's still there. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to start wrapping this show up. I do appreciate everyone being here tonight. Hopefully we're helpful. I really do want everyone to get what they deserve from the VA, and I'm sorry that it's a pain, but just stick with it. And if you have any more questions that we didn't answer tonight, I know there's a ton. People always have a ton of questions when it comes to the VA. Try getting with somebody who's local to you that, one, you can trust, and two, is knowledgeable about the VA process. We can try to help here, but it's just so much better to be able to sit down with someone, whether they be from the VFW or the Legion or the DAV or name it, Marine Corps League, Purple Heart Association. And here's the thing too, and I'm going to say this, and I don't know how, obviously your experience is going to vary. Okay. But I have a he was in Iraq with me. Good buddy of mine, works for the VFW. You don't have to be a member of the VFW to use their services. They want to help. Their job is to help veterans. It doesn't matter if you deployed or not. It doesn't matter if you're a member of the VFW or not. If you need help filing your claim, the VFW, VSOs will help you. Same with the Legion, same with the DAV, same with any of them. Generally, they're knowledgeable. Generally, they're helpful. And their job is to help veterans, and they want to help veterans. They're there to help you guys navigate this process. Okay? Avoid the lawyers, avoid the claim sharks and all that. There's a VFW in almost every town. Okay? Go to the VFW, go to Legion Hall, go to wherever and say, hey, man, I need to file my VA claim. Can you help? And they will gladly help you. Use those things that those facilities that are offered to you because they want to help you. They're not going to turn you away. Be like, well, got to join the VFW first. No, they're not going to tell that. They're not going to pull that shit on you. They want to help. I will also use this as I am a life member of the VFW. Okay. I think that all of these things, the PACT Act, the Richard Starr Act, basically anything, all these things, all these legislative things that help us as veterans get things, GI Bill, shit like that. All of these things come from organizations like the VFW, like the American Legion, advocating for us as veterans. Okay? Our forefathers have advocated for us. It is our job to advocate for the next generation and the next generation coming up. Okay? So, join organizations like the VFW, the Legion. Although they're there to help. If you can join those organizations, give them a couple bucks, and it goes a long way to helping other veterans. So as you're going through these processes, seek help. Seek someone local who can sit down with you, review your paperwork, and help you file it in the correct way. Because the VA will love to screw with you if you have the wrong form, or it's not filled out right, or the dates don't match, or the social security number is entered in wrong, or a birth date's entered in wrong, or fucking you say, I have stomach pain, and you want to get something for GERD, and they said, well, you don't have any ulcers. Yeah, motherfucker, but I have GERD. Fucking figure it out. They love fucking with you, dude. So you need somebody on your side, and an accredited VSO will help with that. Now, going through this process, you have to be educated. And there are several ways to get educated, but the first step is to talk to somebody who is, and they will help you. So, on that note, let's wrap this up. Let's do something that I should have did years ago and wrap this shit up. So you have been listening to me, Radar, and Coach, if he can still hear us. Thanks for coming on, buddy, helping us out. Oh, there you are.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for coming on and giving us a hand tonight and helping kind of clear some of this mud up for people. I appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely, man. You're welcome. Thanks for having me on, pal.
Yep, anytime, man. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna do my closing.
Gotcha, man.
All right, enjoy your dinner, buddy. Talk to you later. So anyway, Coach, great dude, and he's fucking smart as shit. He's subject matter expert on this, and I really do appreciate him. Tomorrow night you've got Sergeant's Time. Got Ice and Spanky doing all things sergeanting, doing fun shit. Friday night's Don's a day now, day of no scheduled activities. Same with Saturday. Sunday night, you can listen to Coach on his show with the actual King Smith at the Sports Bar on Sunday. Hey, we got football coming up. Already got preseason. What the fuck's up with that? God, it seems like yesterday they're fucking Super Bowl. We got some good odds. Hey, if you want to bet on the Super Bowl, you already have odds out for the AFC Championship, NFC Championship, total wins. You name the line, a lot of them are live already. Get some fucking money. Get some skin in this game. Just kidding. You know, I don't worry about it. Anyway, but they'll be talking about the Olympics are wrapped up, but baseball's still going strong. Getting closer to the playoffs. Hey, fucking football, college football. Hey, I'm excited. I love football. Here's the deal. I don't love any particular team, but I like watching football. I'm in. Now, Monday night is the aptly named Monday edition. Okay? It's an edition that happens every Monday. I also be bringing you some current event stuff, some politics, some Ukraine, all kinds of shit. Now, Phil has a very bold prediction of Cowboys 0-18. Now, I'm going to negate that and he's going to have to agree with me on this. Because every year, we got to hear, how about them boys? Because they fucking play great in September. October comes, they can't win a fucking game. I bet they go 5-13, Phil. 5-13. I think that's what the Cowboys are going to do. 5-13. Because they're going to come out strong, and then then the October comes, and then forget how to play football. And we got to hear, how about them boys? How about them boys? The damn boys, yeah. It ain't the boys this year. It never will be again, bruh. It's America's team. It was America's team in the fucking 90s, bruh. Not no more. Anyway, Cowboys, 5-13 for the season. So, Tuesday, you've got Pop Culture Warrior with CQ. I will never say anything positive about the Cowboys. You give them too much credit. Hey, I don't like them either, buddy. That's actually my favorite team, is who's playing the Cowboys this weekend. But we have to be honest about ourselves. And we have to remember the Cowboys play great in September. And then they forget how to play football. 5-13. Cowboys. Anyway, Pop Culture Warrior on Tuesday. And then next week, I will be in Sioux Falls taking my daughter to college. That's where I'll be. My third one in 3 years. So I will be taking her to college. But I will not be here, but the week after we will be. Yeah, they're choke artists. Absolutely they are. But they have to play a couple games good so it gets people's hopes up. Oh, thanks, Harriet. Yeah, I you know what? I don't hate this being an old dad thing. Getting kids out the house. I don't hate it. I love my kids, but I'm glad that they're, I think that everyone as a parent, our job is to get the little birdies to start flapping their little wings and go off on their own. And I think mine are doing a great job of it. I'm proud of them. So, anyway, I'm so glad you guys came and hung out with us tonight for that hour and a half. You guys don't even understand how, I'm dragging my feet. I don't want to do it. I'm tired. Yeah, Harry says all our children are 40. So you know what I'm talking about. I think that's a great feeling. Yeah, grandbabies and stuff like that. That'd be great. I can't wait. Can't wait for grandbabies. Anyway, I can a little bit. Like, they need to get their shit handled, get some college, fucking get their shit handled, then have babies. Anyway, but do it. I was dragging my feet. I had other things I really want to do today, but I'm glad I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for keeping me honest. Thanks for being here. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a little showy show. Holy shit, 9 grands? That's awesome, dude. That's so great. Congratulations. So, all right. It's hot here. It's hot in a lot of places, so I'm going to throw the snow camo up. And I'm going to let us all out with Turnpike Troubadours. 1 great? That's awesome. That's fantastic. Hope I live to see my great-grandkids. I do. So, all right, Harriet, thank you so much for being here. Everybody, hey, I do appreciate it. I'm gonna let you guys go on some Turnpike Troubadours. That'll be our out tonight. So, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. Well, the army man told me that I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, the sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? And they still hold a gun, and this is suit of a soldier for your southeastern son. Well, tell mom not to worry, if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the guard. Well, all this will be over